2000, a few months shy of his 21st birthday. At the time, I couldn't conceive of the pain Jim felt, nor could I offer him anything more than cursory comfort and understanding. We spoke little of Montana in the years to come, although, in retrospect, Jim's later friendship with our son, Hayden, seemed a profound echo of an earlier, happier time. After Hayden took his own life in October 2017, Jim offered what would be the best counsel in dealing with sudden, unimaginable grief. Yes, it is very, very difficult to have your child precede you in death. Some acceptance will come, but, I'll be honest, it is a long process. Please do not make the mistake I did. It was so painful I found myself trying to shut out all memories of Montana. Perhaps in some weird way I thought that would make it feel like it didn't happen. It took me 2 years before I could easily look at pictures of him and recall some of the great times we had together. It was much better for me to celebrate the joy that he brought to my life while he was here. Our lives are short, and we need to live in the present and be all that we can be to the ones we care about. We also need to celebrate the love and beauty that those no longer here were able to give us. In Jim's case, the loss of his beloved son was followed by that of his troubled older daughter, Sage. The two had reconnected shortly before she died of metastatic melanoma in 2021. Geoff's telling of Jim's relationship with Montana and Sage are among the most poignant and vital passages in the book, revealing a deeply conflicted yet genuinely loving father who wished only for his children to find peace and happiness. That Geoff has been able to get well beyond a sometimes deliberately crafted persona is a tribute to his skill as a writer, his experience as a clinical psychologist, and his willingness to invest so much of himself in the process. Writing this book has been by far the most difficult and rewarding work I've ever done, he told me when we spoke about an early draft. For Jim, too, this biography became an opportunity to join the two ragged halves of his life. His candid appraisal of his strengths and weaknesses, the idiosyncrasies that played such a critical role in both his successes and failures, is a moving testament to Jim's complicated, messy, wonderful humanity. Survival is Not Assured is a gift to all who knew its subject and to anyone interested in how one might navigate the ups and downs of an unconventional and adventurous life. Michael Kennedy, Carbondale, Colorado. Author's Note: Finding Jim. Just before dawn on a snappy autumn morning, my partner and I saddled up for another day climbing in the Tower Lands of Utah. Puffs of chilled breath misted up through the beams of our headlamps, reminding us it was too late in the year and too early in the morning to be climbing. But we had a plan. 3 times before, Guy and I had waited too long for the sun and other parties had beaten us to the punch. This time, we'd be the first team on the spire looming in the shadows above. So, with knees creaking in the cold, we left the road and once again began our way up the long chain of sandy switchbacks, certain no one would be in front of us. Gauzy light seeped over the rim of Castle Valley, and the ground began to take on the familiar colors of the desert. Ochre dust on desiccated greens of saltbush, white slabs of rock with the brown-baked bubbles of soda crackers. It was light enough now to see the outline of the pinnacle lurking overhead, and I paused to catch a breath. A thin fog floated below. A lonely truck wove along the valley floor. High above Castleton Tower, our objective turned a muted tan as the top of the spire snagged the first rays of the day. An orange halo circled the summit. Guy was now well ahead, and I shifted gears to catch up. He crested the long ridge between Castleton and its squatter neighbor to the north, the rectory, then stopped, looking up at our planned line on the north face of Castleton. He cursed. We had company. We heard laughter and the tinkle of gear, saw a climber well up the opening pitch. We could make out a second.